Hello, good evening and welcome to the Little Farmer's Farm with me, Guru Mafinda. And once again, there's plenty to do down here on the plots. Firstly, I'm going to start with this grapevine and see if I can turn a jungle into a more manageable setup. This vine's showing much rampants. In fact, it's showing too much rampants, as you can see. We've got all these runners coming along, and that's all well and good, but it's taking a lot of energy to maintain these runners and to, cause this growth, if you like. I'm going to cut them back. I've just been speaking to Joe. Joe's just gone because I was late coming down this morning. It was about 7:45 when I got down. And all the old boys are early birds. They have no problems catching worms. I'm going to take them all back. I'm not showing any grape on these at the moment, so I'm going to take them all back to the fourth leaf coming away, the fourth leaf juncture coming away from the main stem. So I'm going to be using my little scissors to do that. So as Joe recommends, you count them. So you count them 1, 2, 3, 4, snip. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be reducing all this foliage down, taking off these sprouts that are coming up from the vertical stem, and crossing my fingers, I'm guessing. Right, so I've removed all the foliage as best as I can from the main vertical rod, if you like, and then we're coming across. I've just thinned them basically to 4 branching nodes, leaf nodes, whatever you want to call them. And then I'm going to come down tomorrow morning first thing and see Joe. He's usually down about 7 o'clock, so I've got about an hour tomorrow before I've got to go over to Windsor. I think it's Reading actually that they live in now. I've got to take them back, the kids, Daryl's kids. But it'll give us an hour tomorrow morning at least, so as I can get myself sorted with Joe and do a bit of a catch up, let him work his elvish magic on them. But that's thinned them. I'm going to get rid of all these vines that I've clipped off, and see how we go. The growth on these is tremendous. I mean, it'll grow about 2 feet a week. These vines. So I've just got to keep an eye on that. These tomatoes are doing okay in here. They're doing fine. I need to get the shade cloth on this, because again it's going to be very hot. It's going to be hotter than yesterday actually. Yeah, so it's due to be about 28 degrees today, which is phenomenally hot for the beginning of June, isn't it? Really, that's very, very warm. I'll see if I can catch my little blue tit friend. Now in that nesting box there's already been 1 clutch of eggs this year. And there's another clutch of eggs in, and they are blue tits. I'm seeing if I can catch one of the parents coming in to and fro. There are 2. Both parents seem to be tending to the chicks. It's trying to catch them. I'll just pause it, and then when they come, hopefully I can catch them. Couldn't catch them. Got bored. So I'm going to go up and see Ken. I'll try again later with the blue tits. See if I can catch some footage of them coming and going. But that's the second clutch. I'm going to see if I can catch the shopkeeper Ken up at the top. See you in a minute. Couldn't catch Ken either. I'm not a very good hunter, am I? All these guys are gone for 8 o'clock, you know. I might start doing it actually if I can get up early enough, say about 5:30. I could come down here till about 6, till about 7 actually, and do a bit in the mornings rather than trying to rush back in the evenings. Everybody's asleep at our house until about 7:15, something like that in the morning. So if I can get down earlier, I can do a bit every morning rather than of the evening, and spend more time with the family. That's the issue at the moment. that work-life plot balance I keep talking about. See if I can. I'm determined to catch one of those blue tits. About half an hour ago, they were like in and out like nobody's business, but now they're not. Right, well I better crack on with some more weeding and clearing. I'll do that. So I'm going to need those items of equipment because it's hot again today, the hat. And because there's rough weeds to pull out. Nice stout pair of gloves. But before we crack on with the peripheral weeds, I need to do a bit of weeding in there, in Bradley's cage. Look at that pak choy, beautiful. Right, I'm going to start at the top, work my way down. I'll need a little bucket. Have I got a little bucket? Probably got a million little buckets on here. You only need to turn your back for 2 minutes and they're away, these bindweed and horse's tails. So that's what we're going to be dealing with mostly today. There's also other weeds in here that we're just going to be pricking out. Because of all the seed that's been scattered around by Mother Nature, even inside these tents, you get these weeds coming in. It always amazes me how they get in, because the holes are very small in the netting, but in they come and they seed themselves and tend to flourish inside of the cages. While I'm inside the cage, I'm just checking on the health of the plants. This Bora Kale is, I believe it's a dwarf variety, and it's doing really well. There's not a mark on the leaves. A lot more hardy really, the kale, but if we look across at the Calabrese, that's looking good too. So fingers crossed, between the Nemo slug, or the Nemo slug, or whatever it's called, and the slug pellets that I put in here. I only do them inside, boys and girls, the pellets, so that the birdies and the other wildlife can't get to them. Just the slugs. Look at all these little swines. It's all looking really good and healthy and relatively unmarked, which is exactly what we want, isn't it? But everything in nature's out to get you. Between the slug, I mean, if this was open and we hadn't treated the soil, there'd be slugs, there'd be pigeons, there'd be cabbage white butterflies all over these, and you'd have no crops in our location. But inside the cage here, they're doing fine. The only issue I've got with this cage is it's too small. Now if this was twice the size, twice the height, twice the width, twice the length, that would be the ideal. But that I suppose wouldn't be twice the size, it'd be something like 8 times the size, wouldn't it? But yeah, I like them. I like these cages, these netted hoop tents. It's better for maintenance and for protection of your crops if you're getting them under cover like this. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, see if I can get the rest of them out. I've decided I'm going to take a couple of these pak choy because they're crowding out this kale now, pushing it over. So I'm going to take these two. They're practically ready anyway now. They're getting a decent size, these pak choy. Another week's time they'll be full maturity. But I'm going to take these two out. Just checking the roots on these. No club root issues there. That's fantastic. And for me, that's a pretty perfect specimen. A roly-poly specimen. So just to keep these crisp and fresh, I'm just going to put them into a couple of buckets with water in and leave them in the shade, and then when I'm ready for going home I can take them straight away and they're going to retain their freshness and not lose any of that. I've done with that one. Just put a couple of inches of water in the bottom. I'll leave the roots on if I can and just leave them in there, and they'll be essentially still alive until cooking. Yeah, and you can't get fresher than that. From field to fork in about 14 minutes that'll be. Right, crack on. I've done the weeding. It has been mentioned about this location actually. So what I think I might do is, because this is at the front of the plot, people can see this, it's a lot more in your face if you like. I'm going to have to tackle these beds because they're massively overgrown and weedy. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take these on. This is our wildflower garden, this, just at the front, and they've all self-seeded. We've kept the ones that we favour. These are Alpine Poppies, and they'll carry on growing all the way through summer. You can deadhead them, or you can leave them for the seeds to come on. But the bees love them. All the pollinators, the hoverflies, they're all over these. Nice, aren't they? Right, guys, let's see how many of these bags we can fill with that stuff. I predict 3. Let's see how we get on. There's Joe taking a lettuce. It's a bonny on that, pal. Where'd you buy that, Sainsbury's?
Yeah, Tesco early on this morning when I went for petrol. It's just a flat. It's cold all year round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular.
Salad weather today, though, isn't it?
Flat, warm and sunny. So anyway, it's salad for tea today and tomorrow.
Yeah, don't blame me, mate. Spit it tomatoes are not through yet, isn't it?
Oh, it's just too early. Everything will be ready when it comes.
That's it. Everything a season, as they say.
Well, there's a time for everything, Tony.
A time to live, a time to die.
Well, they could all start things off early and preempt and whatever, but when it's ready for going in, it goes in the ground, doesn't it?
It does, mate, yeah.
And then just keep on top, so...
You spurred me on for this. That's what I'm up to, actually, by the way, boys and girls. That's 2 bags. So I'm thinking the 3 bag estimate was a bit short. It's probably going to be about 4 bags. If you listen to
them, boys and girls, he'll say to you, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you start on something and you look round and you see that over there, so you leave this.
Like a dog when he sees a squirrel.
Well, yeah. But as I say, you don't catch the first squirrel, you see another one and you go after another one. One thing at once. Get it done, get it cleared, get it tidied, whatever it is.
Creeping buttercups.
Yeah.
They're coming. They're nice though, aren't they?
And creeping nettles on my side.
Well, it's all free, that, Joe. You can have it, that, if you want. Get some nettle feed made. So they're coming down as well. I'm going to clear this area as well today. I'm going to try and get up to where Black Shed of Death is and get that clear then, and then that side, yeah, and then that side's done.
Well, if everybody's listening to what you're saying, you're all going to do that corner, yeah?
Well, only round here, peripheries like, Joe, you know.
Peripheries.
Peripheries, yeah. The fundamentals, the rudiments. What are you doing today anyway, mate? You off somewhere?
Yeah, Margie's going for a scan this afternoon. But that's only half an hour of the job, so I'll take her up there, drop her off.
Right.
Pop round to Mum's while she's in the hospital. And then when we get home, then it's just to sit out in the sun, drink a few beers.
And have your salad.
Have a salad later on with whatever we decide we're having with it. But yeah.
That sounds good to me, that.
So that's me done. It's just a flyer.
Right, nice one, pal.
I'll leave you.
I'll catch you later on, mate.
Take care.
There we go, Joe. Weed free. Well, nettle free, at least. Left some comfrey for you on that side, obviously. Well, I lifted this fence panel out and I pulled all the stinging nettles out. I moved them from there as well. They're all gone now. Never ends, does it? Never ends. And pak choy is still looking nice. In the shade. I've got some onions to go with them, actually. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we, this year, have had a lot of onions that have split down. That's getting a bit of white rot on it. I might not take those ones. But they split like shallots. That's shallots. I can assure you that they were Japanese senshu that were put in. But I'm going to eat them tonight, along with one of those. Yeah, I'll show you. We're getting a lot of them. Plant one little onion and get 2 out, look. There. on the Senshu. Get a couple of these up. These look healthy. A couple of the ones in that bed that I've just taken out, you just saw those on the windowsill then. They were without root, really. Not much root at all on them. Whereas these ones are full of root. I'll have to figure out what I've done there to do that, to get that result. We're eating these tonight. I'm going to take them and eat them. Might as well have them as green onions. Right. And one of them. I think I might call that quits for today. Done the beds, as I say. I'll show you the beds. I got rid of the majority of the weed foliage out of these beds. Check these ones as well. I might just finish off these potato beds while we're here. See that? I'd be strangling my potato plants, these. Bindweed. Keep going on about bindweed, don't I? I'm probably boring myself with it now. It is a pain in the bottom though, boys. And the girls. Yeah, I'll just finish off and I'll finish off the weed in this bed. That one's not looking too bad still, the onion bed. Right, that's enough for me today. Got this table. Where is it? There it is. Off one of the other allotment tiers. It's an old school desk, but I'm going to take that top off because it's not in good shape and replace that. But I've got my garlic. I'm going to take my onions as well. I'm going to shift all these bags and get them to the tip. And that's me. Dinner time. Right, catch you later, boys and girls. Be good. See you after. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. 4 full bags of detritus yet again. The pak choy, the onions, and a couple of bulbs of garlic there. That'll see us right for tonight, easy. So yeah, this school desk. Let's do something with this. I'm sure we can make something out of this. I'll just skin it, turn it over and see what we're working with. Well, that's what it looks like. Just 4 screws required to fix it. I've just chopped that down, which is an old kitchen unit, kitchen worktop, and I'm going to fix that onto there. I'm going to have a new little desk. Now where I'm going to put it, the Lord only knows, but I couldn't let it get through onto the tip. That would be a crime. There it is. Gets a little bit of shade as well, these plants in here, from the grapevine above. So these are the ones that are ready to go out. Now we've got the globo onions at the back there, which are the big onions. Kohlrabi. Should be able to get a couple of decent kohlrabis off that. But if I leave them in here long enough, they'll be turning into kohlrabi. Hoss Godzilla Broccoli. That's all the way from America, that. Part of the Shed Wars thing that Dave sent us. Shed Wars, 24th of the 4th. Those seeds were started. So, again with these ones, Baker Creek, Paris Island, Cos lettuces, they've come on splendidly. They're going to be planted out this week, maybe even tomorrow morning. And I've had a bit of a shift around and got some more bell peppers up here. Those are yellow queen tomatoes. Fancy they're a bushy type, but I'll have to do a bit of research on that because we got given them by Postman Dave. That's looking a bit weedy and sorry for itself, but the rest of them are looking alright. In fact, that's not looking good at all. I'm going to take that out. You're off the knacker's yard, you mate. These ones are going to stay in though. Alicante tomatoes, a cordon variety. Me growing up the canes. These are going to be replacements for the 3 sun golds that I'm going to be taking out. But we have got more sun gold at the back and super sweet 100. suckers that we took off the other plants. Right, all looking ship shape and Bristol fashion. Hopefully by the time I get home, the Nick video will have gone up for 6:15. I didn't want to mess about with it. I tried to do it live twice and it rejected it, sent it back as a prem. So, yeah. 3 times I've tried to upload that video now. The first time was set for 12 midnight and that never happened. It was still processing at about 6 o'clock in the evening the next day. And then I tried to do it twice this morning as a live prem. Wouldn't have that. It uploaded all right, but it wouldn't process. So anyway, we'll try again, and I've just left it to its own devices. It should have been up for 6:15 tonight, this evening, which is Saturday the 4th or something. God knows. The first Saturday of June 2021 it is. So hopefully that'll have gone up, and this one should go up about 8:30 tonight. So I'll love you and leave you. I'll catch you all later. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you through the week. I've been Guru Mafinda. You've been fantastic, beautiful, fragrant and voluptuous as always, if you're a lady. And you've been forthright, masculine, virile and of good character and good courage, if you're a gentleman. Keep growing with your heads down, boys and girls. That's the key. Enjoy the growers revolution. Bye-bye now. Catch you later. Keep safe.